gonna walk there. I'm not gonna be going on my scooter. So I'm not gonna hold the bucket and I'm not gonna drive at the same time. I'm gonna clean the beer jacket's tank later. Let me get a bucket and take them. There's no bucket here, isn't it? Hold it up. One here. Okay, now I'm gonna get a bath out. Around the tripod. Do this. I'm gonna pour this water here. I'm good. I'm gonna get a bass out. That's not a bass. I do not know what the bass is at. Fish tank. I should have never put this fish here because it was really hard to catch him. If I don't catch him, I'm gonna put the phone down on the side because I do not want this to take so long. I'm gonna put the phone inside. I don't know if you all want to watch the fish up here while I do that. But you willing to watch if you're fine with it. I'm not gonna record doing this. It takes too long. It's not really boring. So. There you go. I'm done with that. Hello guys. Hello new people. Sorry I did not want to record me catching the bass. It'd take too long. I don't want to make the life boring. I'm walking there right now. It's right here. I'm gonna do it by. I'm not gonna go on the scooter and do this at the same time because I kind of want to carry the bucket. I'd fall anyways and all the water would be gone if I was driving the scooter. I dropped it by then. So I'm just gonna walk. Okay. Okay, sorry. Not that a lot. Okay. Oh. Okay. Jim, make it fast. Okay, here. Hand hurts. Oh man, I started shaking the camera. I can't keep this in balance well. Oh. Let's switch hands. Okay, how are y'all doing? So it's a late afternoon here. I like doing this. It feels so calming. Taking fish to a pond. Get to see them thrive. Trying to like speed walk here. It's a little long way from here. Not on the other one. The other one's a little farther. Okay, so I'm taking them here. Thank God I'm putting a bass in here. It's a good fish to keep the pond in balance. It's we did have catfish and bluegills there before. Those are just well, the catfish were just predators basically, and the bluegills are prey. And the bluegills are starting to reproduce a lot, like crazy. If I were to cast net them right now, you would see a bunch of them, babies. So that's a sign they are reproducing. And yes, pond is growing bigger. So see the possibilities of that. Sorry for switching hands. It's just tiring for me to hold it on the way here. Like, I wish I had like a cart or something, like a bicycle that can hold it, possibly. We are almost there. Ugh. I don't think y'all saw the bass. Here's the bass, close up. I think it's a smallmouth or largemouth. Probably a tiger bass. There it is. They're gonna be opening the pool soon. It's about to be summer anytime, even though it's still cold in here in Wichita. Weather's going crazy here so far. Ooh. We're almost to the pond. Really close. I like to release them somewhere where I can see them. My main releasing spot. You guys know what I'm talking about. What I'll be showing you. Second, there's a pond. See the big blue water. I mean green water. There it is. Whew. There's the pond. Show you another view from here. I think it's losing water. Not a whole lot. Hello everyone. To the new viewers who are coming in and out. If y'all wondering, I'm not gonna stop to the one that's closest to me. I'm gonna stop from here. I'm gonna hand release. I'm not gonna dump it. I wanna see it actually. Alright guys, now's the time. Oh. I want to show you my hand, but he gets really mad if I grab him, if I try to. He keeps moving too much. Here. These fish just stop moving so much. There he is, guys. Gonna release him. 3, 2, 1. It's getting used to the water. I'm gonna dump this water. That's still there, unaware of his surroundings. Oh, hello, boa. He'll probably just drift out any second, just swim off. Oh. Y'all tell me where he's at, cause I don't kind of see him. The water's a bit dark. I don't know where he went. He was just there. Yeah, that's it, guys. Went there to release the bass over there. I don't know what happened to the crops here. It's like they just went down naturally. Those are new. I can show you what the pond is. I like this pond than the other one. I'll show you what it looks like later on in this live. I like it. It's a little more clear than the other one. It's very greeny. Oh, yo, guys, I don't know if you saw that. I think those are frogs or fish. I don't know. Try to drop the fun here. I don't know what that was, guys. Probably see and investigate it. But the bass I had here was a predator to keep the pond in balance, like I said. I wouldn't necessarily keep it in balance, but I think it's really good. Could be all the bluegills any second or not. I like it because it's a little more clear. The other ones were like really, really green. I'll show you later. But it's gonna be in this live. What is that? Oh. All in the beginning, there were just frogs and turtles here. Never could see really any fish in the beginning. Whoa, there's a frog there. I mainly do release fish here to get a good view. Ooh. There are otters here, and I do happen to see them. That's why I released the bass over there, like I said, guys. I think he just went off, explored. It's a really huge area. You should thrive here. I'll show you guys the other pond now. You can walk there. This is the pond here, guys. And smell weird after the bass. A very, very funny smell. good and weird at the same time. Oh, guys, there's a fish in there. I think there's a fish. Guys, I think that was a fish. You guys think that was a fish? Oh, guys, I don't know. I catch bluegills here in the spot a lot. Some turtles, though. A whole lot of turtles. I want to pick up trash from here. This looks very harmful here. I don't like seeing trash in here. This is like a beautiful place for animals to live here. I haven't released crappies yet. So the fact with that spot, we basically added some catfish there, some channel. A lot of bluegills we did add. They were adults by the time we added them there. And they did reproduce because there were a lot of babies there at that time. And then we added some like baby channel catfish. And then they happened to thrive there. And I added a bigger blue catfish there one time. That was like last year in summer. And basically that's the fish we put it. Finally I put it a bass, like I said. I think it's a good predator for the pond. To keep it in balance, like I said a few times. But yeah, thank God I put a new fish there. I'm gonna walk there. So how y'all doing so far? I started doing this live like just a few minutes ago. Haven't been in the ponds in a while. Well, no, I have. Not so much, actually, like before. But, yeah. I still like going to the ponds. Nothing has changed recently. Supposed to head home by now, but I'm gonna show you. Hasn't been so much rain, a whole lot. It has been raining, though. Hey, wait a second, this water's rising. I think the rain did it for us. Yes, it did fill up. It was dry before. I don't know what happened in general, but something changed from here. Whoa. That was a toad. I don't know. That was huge though. Look, it was like before there was like there was mud and there was water right there. Yeah, I think it rained a few days ago. That helped it though. Show you. This one's a little more murkier than the other one. That's a different thing. I'm gonna remove that trash. I don't know if I can reach from here. Like that. Oh, there we go. Oh. Sorry. Let's get some water out. Gotta keep the pond healthy, guys. So it changed a bit. There was mud over there before, but it filled up with rain. I wish it rained more like before. Back then, like back in 2023. Oh my gosh. I have so much videos, some pictures. I showed the water's very clear. I did put a gar here. I don't know what happened to it. Actually, it was a long-nosed gar. It looked so healthy when we released it. Probably died or went somewhere else. But pond looking okay. I haven't put it a whole lot in here because, well, the other one looks way bigger than you can think. Gotta go on the other side, show you. Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like. Did put bluegills and catfish here, not bass though. And I did put a gar here, like I said. They did reproduce a lot, actually. The leaves were Oh God! Before the leaves were so tall, I think they cut the grass. Seeing if I see any fish in here. Ooh, something big was there. I don't know where that was. Showing you a walk through here. Sorry if it's loud on the other side. So, showing a walk through. There's gonna be frogs jumping. Some splashes. So it's not very interesting. That's funny, see? Ooh, because if I step in it, it's gonna be water and mud. Oh, was that a turtle? That's not a turtle, is it? What? It's just a can. There's a turtle, and then it see me and then go down. You see some freaking head out of the water and then boom, gone. Not much though. Nothing but rocks and water, hard to see. There's a sewage drain all the way there. Mysterious. Ooh, something's there. Oh, not standing these rocks. Okay, I stand that one. Okay, so that's the pond, guys. It's not really interesting like the other one. The other one's a little more interesting. I'm gonna go back from here. They're building houses from here. So how y'all doing so far? What's got in your guys' mind so far? You're welcome to say anything in the comments. Like me, so many things happening. Like grades in my school are kicking in. I gotta work on them. We're doing so many changes in the garage. Moving. We happen to sell some koi fish. Due to house issues and then some things are a mess. But we're operating all that, so it's getting better. I'm gonna go on the other side and show you pond. I like this pond is very more interesting. It's just way more bigger and it's a little close to us than the other one like I showed you. Nothing really has changed so far. Something's changed. I wonder what's gonna happen. This summer is gonna be a little more fun than the other one. We're probably gonna go fishing a lot like last year here. You would have seen it last year. It was a lot more fun. There's a pond. I like the way it looks in the afternoon. In the morning, it feels so weird. I used to come here walking in the morning last year. No, 2 years ago. I used to do that a lot. It was fun though. Something over there. Could be bass or not. I don't know where he went. I wouldn't think he's there at all. Probably swim off. They probably could reproduce by themselves. Nothing much really. I think they catch bluegills like I said before. I think we just did that like last month. There was a lot of fish in here. And I mean a lot of fish here. We did catch bluegills and turtle at the same time. And the turtle we gave to someone because they wanted it in their koi pond. And gave it to them. Talk about a turtle we caught. I don't think we did it live on the news, we did. Whoa, it's a bullfrog. I don't know if you guys saw that before I came here. I barely saw it in a glimpse. Guys, there were like fish. I think I showed you earlier. There were fish in here. Yes, guys. Yes, there's like some swimming here. I'm gonna get this trash out. Just looks unnatural to see that trash everywhere. I'm gonna get some trash out from here. But falling in the water on accident. Got some trash out. Wish I had a trash bag, but I don't have a trash bag. That's the pond, guys. Gonna head back and see what happens next. So, guys, 2025 is here. Anyone new has something to say what they're gonna do this year? I think so many things are coming by so fast. I can feel it coming. You're welcome to say anything in the chat. Like I said, you can say anything in the chat. It doesn't have to be anything about fish or whatever. It could be whatever y'all wish to say. So I'll show you guys on the way there, if y'all are willing to see it, what's changed in the garage. It's kind of expanded a bit though. But I did sweep there, and it looks cleaner than before. We're operating a lot of things, took some unnecessary items out. Some items were still there. It was like old filters, etc., everything. It looks really better than before. Like 2 months ago, I would say it's a little worse than before. Not too worse. But gotta go and clean my beer dragon's tank right now because he's still left outside. Still gotta clean a bit. Gotta clean the tank. There. See, I'm walking home right now. Gotta do a lot of things actually. Gotta clean the reptiles tank really fast, like really fast. And after that, if I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna do my homework. So I'm not done with my homework yet at all. So work on that. See what happens next. Okay. Still walking. Okay. Still walking. Okay. Let's get there in a second. Alright. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna clean the tank. Gotta do both, the leopard gecko and the beer dragon. See, remove that thing from the door. It's kind of bothering me. Did sweep. We didn't take a lot of stuff out, actually. Even the back stuff. See the beer dragon still here. And yeah, I think they've changed so far. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Show you the fish. I like to watch the fish while I do this. I'm gonna put a holder if you guys can see it. That's a good angle. Maybe a good angle. Y'all can watch the fish while I clean my beer dragon thing. So stay tuned for that. Go watch the fish swim around. Back on. I just sure got a big one there. Not that one, got one, I guess. This is crazy, man. What y'all doing?
So what was it? So what was it throwing water out here?
I don't actually know who it was. Maybe you left it and
What was the water hose?
the water was still running with them. I'm gonna turn it off.
So was that water hose on the floor?
It was on the floor when I went there. Dude.
Why was it on the floor?
I don't know who did that.
Who closed the garage door?
That was not me. I did not close the garage door. No.
You got socks on?
Yes, it was awesome. Did you do that? Maybe you were trying to fill the tank up? Yeah, open that garage, bring the water out.
You never picked up any of that stuff, Uncle?
What's up? No.
I told you to bring them over to Hello.
I'm gonna get Are you trying to fill this up?
Yeah, but I didn't even leave it like that.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't put it on the floor.
We fell off. Wait, you forgot to put the handle too. That was
No, because the handle is missing.
It's broken?
No, it's not broken. It's missing a piece.
Oh. I'll go. I think the turtle is about to come in the second. Over there. Boy didn't notice what happened. He noticed what happened, right?
Yeah. Ven para allá, Jen. Ya recoja el papel este.
Oh.
I think you knocked it out of the tank when you were walking for your, because that was inside the.
I don't think so.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I don't know if that way.
All that stuff in the picture.
I like them. Oh, I didn't
And
know
I
that.
have said that like 20 times.
Yeah, no, well, I would.
Yeah, but there were people outside that could have picked up everything already. There were people outside. If I saw it outside, you didn't pick it up. That's And I'm still telling you, you're still gonna do it. You still have
Yeah.
power?
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm telling you to do it right now, you're still gonna do
yeah,
it.
because I was thinking.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you what to do. You're not doing it. No, 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 no. For what? Go through here. Pick it up.
How y'all doing? Sorry for what happened earlier. It was like a hose of water. And it smelled like a shower on the floor. It was supposed to fill the thing. Maybe on accident I tripped out and started water. guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next live. And like and subscribe. See ya.